There are several reasons for having shareholders vote on executive compensation. The first one is having a solid quote and advisories voted on by shareholder owner compensation, which allows shareholders to have a say in what is going on in the company and be up to date and will encourage them to be as connected as possible. The second is to make sure that companies are forced to back up their executive compensation when times got pretty tough financially. The publicity factors, since the public has been scrutinizing the company and needed a way to connect to the stakeholders and make them feel like their feedback and interest in the company is very important to them. Under Section 951, the Dodd-Frank Act passed by lawmakers in response to the financial crisis. Public companies were required to give shareholders an opportunity to cast advisory votes at least once 1 to 3 years on the compensation of top executives. There are a few reasons to vote for executive compensation packages. The first one is that employees will be able to have value in their work, and they will be able to do better and willing to work harder in order to bring profit for the company. Higher profits due to employees may pay for the higher profits due to employees' performance and clearly implies that pay is being earned through their hard work. The second one is knowing that employees are paid for what they're worth. The company should not pay at high levels unless they perform at high levels. There are a few points against the proposed executive compensation package. The first one is at the higher level of employees, the harder it is to assess the amount of profits that are generated by the employees. The proposed package is generally accepted through the employees that receive compensation packages claiming absurd value. These packages are usually accepted from employees that are not deserving and not according to the hierarchy in the organization. Shareholders believe that even though there was a high value of compensation packages for the executives, it has not affected the performance of the company and has remained relatively poor. The higher packages of the executive are not justified. This is the common reason that has led to shareholders vote against the company's proposal packages. The shareholders lose out when the company overpays its employees. This is due to the fact that the profits are supposed to go to shareholders instead of going back to the heads of the company executives. Therefore, the shareholders have the right to be able to see where the compensation of higher level employees are going. If I were an individual shareholder, I would require to determine all the factors before I would be able to make a justified position either for or against it. I believe that the performance of the company is the priority for the shareholder in order to get continued support and benefits. The board of directors has the final word on executive compensation, though. Therefore, even though the shareholders give a definite answer of what they want, it is just considered a heavy opinion to be advised by. This means that the board of directors can just ignore the voting of the shareholders, but that could have a lot of repercussions. Board of directors are responsible to act in best accordance with the companies and their shareholders. If they fail to do so, they might lose customers as well as shareholders.